Hello and good evening. Not for the want of trying. This is about my fourth attempt at doing this. Um, Today we've got something a little bit different. I've purchased the Inibuilds A340-300, which is a four-jet engined long-haul plane, which will get me from Gatwick, Heathrow to Boston and Chicago, places like that. So yeah, it dawned on me that because I don't use the 777, I haven't used it since I've been in here. Um, I needed a long haul, so I thought I'll get there. I was going to go for the A350, which looked really neat, but I've seen so many reviews and seen so many videos where it's so bad it was unbelievable. So I thought, what about the A340? Then I read about the A340. A340 is a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And I have to say, I do love it. I've had a few flights in it and quite enjoyable. It's a very heavy, slow plane, which isn't that bad when you think about it in the long run. Makes landing a bit easier. So I thought I want to do this, and every time I've tried to do this video so far, something has gone wrong, and it did. I did about 20 minutes ago. I was doing this, and something went wrong. So I'm hoping nothing goes wrong now. GSX is integrated into the EFB perfectly. I do like that system, but it does have its bugs. It does crash. So we might see a few things go on. I'm hoping this all holds together and we get to see the A340 at its best. Let's hope. So I'm just setting up a flight now. So we're going to go for it. Not sure if it's going to be a full flight. It's going to be from Gatwick to Madrid in a Virgin. Hopefully I can get most of this flight done. So we're going to move over and we'll set the flight up. So this is the flight I'm setting up. So I want to, I'm going to import this flight, hoping it works. It just did a minute ago, but that don't mean nothing with this. 24 is fantastic. I love 24, but it has its moments. We're set to go about 8 o'clock, so I want to get it set around about 7, and that will do. Let's make sure I get a parking spot. So I tend to do that silly thing of not having one. And then we end up on the runway, and I have to start again. Right, so we've got time, we've got everything else. The other thing I did want to show is what is going to surprise you. Is this FPS rate when we get in there. I want to do this with the recordings. I want to see how it holds up. So let's go.
This parking is too small for your air.
Yeah, shut up, woman. Another thing you find is that you've got to purchase this through Marketplace. Steam, it's a little bit more convoluted in the way you do it. It's not cheap, to say the least, but it's a good plane. Well worth the money. The actual A350 is another 20 quid dearer, so I thought I'd got a good deal out of it. Yeah, you get it through Marketplace. You can pick up the license from Inibuilds later, but for some reason at the moment they are saying that it's for piracy reasons. As you can see, this is starting to settle down. Once it settles down, we'll be around about the 80 mark, I'm hoping. Hit the fly button. Quick look around the plane while we can. So while it settles, you can hear it clicking. That's your fans on your engine. You get 1, 2, another 2 the other side, 4. Those 4 engines. You can see it's all nicely weathered. You've got a thing in your EFB where you can either have it fresh and clean, or you can have it a little bit weathered like it's been around somewhere. The other thing you have to watch out for is you have to service your plane regular. I've just done all my servicing, so the tyres will wear, steering goes, you have to do it all, hydraulics goes, brakes do get hot and stuff like that. As you can see, she is a gorgeous plane and has been done to very high detail. There is a freighter version. I haven't found anything freighter wise yet, in the sense I haven't looked for any extra liveries, because this livery is actually brought in from Flight TO. You do get quite a few. You get I forget what it is, Lufthansa and all that lot, Edelweiss. But I wanted Virgin, so I got I went and found the Virgin and managed to figure out how to put it all in there. I had trouble to start with, but finally worked it all out. Then we've got the African Queen. So that's enough from the outside. As you can see, she is beautiful. There are parts on this plane that you can open up from the outside. That you can actually open this up. I think this should go blue. There you go. You can open bits up. But I tend not to. I think that is... yeah. There's bits you can open up and maybe up. So we'll get inside and we'll set this plane up. So now we go. So I'm waiting to see what I get.
This parking is too small for
I have to bear in mind I'm recording, so I'm going to be 10 FPS lower than what I would normally have if I was not recording. So it'd be touching around the 90s right now. So, but 80 I'm happy with. So let's get that. Another thing, you'll put this into a heavy gate and it will still tell you, GSX will still tell you that your parking's too small because she's huge. Right, so let's just go through what we've got to do. It's very similar. If you've flown the A320, you're going to have no problems with this plane at all. In fact, you'll probably find it a little bit easier. Love the way they do these things. They're all different. So you get a bit confuzzled with them all. Let's just get these on while we're here. These you can set them to be realistic, fast or instant, up to you how you want to do it. What we've done there. You've got two versions of this. You've got the older version, what they call the EIS1, or you've got the EIS2, which I'm using, which is the more modern fascia, or you can have the ES1, which gives you the old type of screens that were beveled and you've got all your bits down here. But I do like this version, so I've gone with it. That's all on, that's on. And there's on that can come down from it. Now I'm hoping I don't have too many issues with this. I do have same tensions, but I haven't got it turned on. I do believe if I turned it off, I did. I'm going to start that up. It might pop up on this screen. No, it has popped up on the other one. Okay. We'll get this side done. We've got a little while before we're due out, but you do have to work fast with it. So yeah, it's up to 88 odd FPS. I'll go with that. I'll live with it. Take it. But that's not bad for recording as well. It should shoot around about these 78. If you're getting 70, 80, you're doing really well. With SU4 in the way that they did it. It's made my life easier. I haven't had to use lossless scaling, which, yep, I pay for lossless scaling, but if I don't have to use it for this, it's a win, as far as I'm concerned. Right, let's get that turned all on. It is darker in here, I have to admit. You don't have passengers. What else? But it's a damn good plane to fly. Right, so let's move to the FB and let's see if we can't get this damn thing to work this time. It let me down, so, which it has done. So in here you've got your flight planner. So you'd go import from sim brief. So it's now just put in there. So with part time is 8 o'clock and we'd be arriving at 10:15. Just 2:15 flight basically. You can use flight planner if you want to do it manually, but you don't have to. Go to payload and then you can import all from SimBrief. Go to your payload and then apply it. Same with the fuel. Get it from there, apply it. So it should put in what should be in. You've got GSX options.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Which I do want. Menu is not available. Why is the menu not available? Will be available. Thank you.
This parking is too small for
Slight
your
bug.
aircraft.
So let's request catering service. Let's see what happens. So we've got Virgin Atlantic. If Virgin Atlantic turns up.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
They are. All right. As you can see, the gateway is not connected yet. Which isn't. You can either do it through.
Too small for your aircraft.
You can either do it through here. What?
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Okay, it doesn't like that for some reason. Like I said, you were working earlier. Okay, it's not getaway toggled. It's not toggled. It's still there, look. So God knows what's going on. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to pretend we've got passengers. Getaway toggled. Why is it not allowing me to do it? Okay.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Bad jetway day. I've had this before. It's doing this just lately. So, well, it's fine just a minute ago. I guess it's a case of we'll have to pretend, which isn't too bad. Does that mean that okay, so we will integrate it, I think.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your
as it's come up, now telling you it's remote, so yeah, so you can't. I don't think we're going to get those to come over. So we'll forget about the jetway. We'll just take it from that we're fueled, that we're ready. As you'll see on here, this actually, there's no comms here, but there is an issue. Another one. Oh joy. What's going on? Let's just turn that off. That shouldn't be on. That's better. As you can see, I've just turned that off, and what it's done, if I can ever drag it across, Command Cross, is it's now taken that off. It's because until you hit this, you'll get no ATC. So while you're setting up, if you don't want it on, you don't have to have it on. So get rid of all these. It's all downgraded, blah, 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 blah. It will be for now. This is the bit that worries me. What you'd normally do under the other one, you'd go into ASC and do it all from there. But you don't have to with this one. Wait for system response. You should be able to click that. And fingers crossed, it comes in. Yep. Okay, this time it's worked. That's what I couldn't get to work, because I've just done a new AirEC update, and for some reason it didn't like it. So get all your wind in, all that's done. Just go to init, just go to the next page. Get your zero fuel weight in, get your block fuel in. Okay, normally I have to confirm it, but I'm not asking me to confirm it this time. All in, diddle it. Okay. The phone's just gone off. But that should be okay there. Right. Lovely. So now performance. Let's see if this works. You can click this away, and we'll go through a little bit more of this in a minute. Let's just get the plate sorted out first. So in here, you sync it with your WX. You've got it all here, all your information. All you need is now your weight. So we could go back to probably in there. Flight plan AFP. Take off fuel. 19334. Yep, 19934. That's what we're looking at, that number there. So 19934. 199. 11934. Flaps 1. Kroger's going to be on. Calculate that, and it should come up here. Actually, it's lower than I thought it was going to be. So, okay, we'll go with that. Send that to your FMS, or FMGS if you want to call it that. And then we can come out of there. So that now should be over here. You can confirm all that. You can see it's slightly different to the Phoenix. So you've got all your V1s and it in there. You can do tail strikes on this, by the way, which is not a good thing. Let's set all this up. Right, okay. Once you're happy and you've got everything done, the thing I want to do is that airport lookup. Choose Gatwick, and it should give me my QNH, which is a nice new feature on Say Intentions, so you can now look this up. Right, log. So you can break it all down on here. Summary. No, what am I looking for? There's your summary of fuel. There you can see this is all planned fuel and all that. That's your flight plan, what you're going to be doing, flight log, routing and impacts, additional info, all information there. So what I do need 39,000 feet is that's what I was looking for, was I found it. Because she's such a big plane with 4 engines, you can get a little bit higher than what you'd normally get. That'll all come on eventually when we've done everything. I'm happy with that at the moment. So now we need to turn on our nav. We need to go to, where do we need to go to? Ground. Right, now we've got all this all sorted out. We can now go to our flight plan. Get this all ready. Look, this is working. And then let's see if I can. Good morning, Gatwick ground. This is Virgin 68 Oscar Papa requesting IFR clearance to Madrid. And so it's not right there. Typical. Aha. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so let's see if we can get something back from it.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, cleared to Barajas via the Novum 1 X-ray departure. Departure runway 26 left. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 129.025 squawk 6432.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, cleared to Barajas via the Novmix departure. Departure runway 26 left. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 129.025. Squawk 6432.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, read back correct.
So then you'd go in and set it up. So it's very similar to the 320, not quite the same. But, and then I need to find out where I'm going. So we're going to go to 32R. 32R. Does it matter which one? There's two.
EZ249, request IFR clearance to Manchester.
Okay, we'll choose that one.
Stand by.
I don't know what that W
Clear
stands
to
for, but
Manchester
we'll
via
go
the
with it.
LAM 6M
We're
departure,
going to go 9.
runway 26 left, initial
This
climb
is where-
to 060, departure on 126825, score
What's that?
2355, EZ249.
That's all nicely now populated. And we'll just pop through just to see. I've been really good, really lucky. I've only had to change this once. I have one disco. That looks pretty much like that's... No discos in there. That's good. And that's your overflow if you miss your runway. You just go flight plan it, put you back to where you should be. I don't want the performance. Always do that. So you just got to make sure your air act's all right. That's all set. Flight directors are on. Constraints are on. Okay.
Gatwick ground. Skyways 148.
As you can see, my FPS is holding up very nicely, considering what you normally get.
Skyways 1148. Push and start approved. Face southeast.
Let's just get the.
We have already
those
started
working.
up. We need clearance to taxi to the active runway.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
You don't say. Right. So while we're waiting for that to boot up, you won't hear much. I mean, there's very little you do here. We have 4 engines to start. If I minimise all the everything on the other monitor, I get a little bit more out of it, which is good. And you tend not to need it. The only bit I'm gonna need, actually, while I'm
Tom Jet 255, request clearance IFR to Madrid.
whilst we're waiting for that, I can then import that in.
Clear to Madrid via the Nove M1F departure runway 26 left, initial climb to 6,000, departure on 124.85, squawk 2565, Tom Jet 255.
Left, so I've got to come out right, so that's all right then.
Ground to flight deck. Bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. Have a great flight and see you soon.
And we should now be on that. We can now ditch those. So we'll ask for pushback, I think. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, request push and start. Shouldn't
Virgin
need this.
68, Oscar Papa, push and start approved. Face west.
Do this, it should.
This parking is too
There we
small
go.
for
It
your
should.
aircraft.
We should see now. Here he comes. Test these out, make sure they are all right. Yep.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And there's your route. So because I've had it on night time, put it on standard, or you can go world day. You can zoom out if you want. You can actually zoom right in.
Easy 105, contact tower on 124.23.
You can see the flight plan.
Tower on 124.23 for EZ105. Goodbye.
I mean, look at that FPS. That is beautiful. I mean, you're gonna have no problems getting out of here with that. And up here, you can see. Up here, you get these little red marks come down. They're just little drops, but it's doing really well. 79. I will take this off in a minute because I can see it up here. But I just wanted to prove to you that you can do this. You know, 2024 is improving massively.
Locking gear.
Get rid of that. Makes it a little bit bad. We can push that over because I've got rid of everything outside left. Right, I've got to come out right. The other thing I have got to do, because I don't know if it's a bug or not.
Easy 87 Alpha Uniform, contact tower on 124.23. Have a good morning.
Contact tower 124.23. Have a great morning for you too. That was EV87 Alpha
This
Uniform.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
Easy 45 Foxtrot Victor,
This parking
contact
is too
tower
small
on
for your aircraft.
124.23.
Tower 124.23. Thank you. Have a good day, EV45.
There we go. No, still right. It's a bit
Release
strange
parking
that,
brakes, please.
but right, we've released our parking
Commencing
brakes.
push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we can now set 1 and 3 on. And I'm hoping they all goes well. You may start safety briefing. Let's see if she's working. Don't know if she's working, to be honest.
Gatwick clearance by flight 303, looking for IFR clearance to Glasgow.
Have we got her on board?
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
She should be working. Not sure why not. Probably because of that. Right, she's... You may start safety briefing. Are we fired up? Engines fired? They don't look fired, to be honest. Why are they not fired?
Gatwick clearance EC 8672, requesting IFR to Amsterdam.
Okay, we've got another
I'll have
issue.
your clearance in just a second.
Gatwick delivery, good evening. This is Griffin 2790, type A320.
Those engines should have started.
19 with information Quebec, QNH 1015, requesting IFR clearance to Dalaman.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for takeoff, I would like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. Please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To release, simply lift the buckle. Your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
Okay, we're going to do what like...
Oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe hard.
Me, I think.
Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your
There we go, they've
seat
started now.
To use the life
It was me, I didn't press the start.
fasten it and inflate it after leaving the aircraft. The nearest exit may be behind you, and floor level lighting will guide you to the exit.
Bahamas 166, read that correct?
Please leave all belongings
Now
behind.
we're still around about 70 odd FPS, which is brilliant at the moment.
Please follow the brace position as demonstrated by the crew. Lastly, the safety information card located in your seat pocket contains
Janet, take over the comms, please.
Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight. Oh, no worries, Captain. I will proceed with the safety briefing now.
I didn't ask you to do a safety briefing. I just asked you to do the comms.
Easy 223 uniform, information hotel, request IFR clearance to visa.
Okay, we'll get those other ones up and running.
Gatwick, good day. Air we go 34 Alpha is with you. Requesting IFR clearance.
Oh, well, at least all these will be cleared out the way by the time we're ready to go.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Oh, I got that a bit wrong. It was me just gone wrong. Spending more time trying to figure out other bits. That shouldn't take long. These are nearly coming up to speed now. Progressive taxi, please. Let's see if he'll give it to me, or I want to move off.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, London Gatwick Airport.
Clearance, contact ground on 121.805 for taxi instructions.
Switching to ground on 121.805 for taxi instructions. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Are you going to switch then?
Gatwick, clearance.
121.805. You haven't switched down again.
To Reykjavik via.
Thank you. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Progressive taxi, please.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, turning on taxi path for you. Runway 26 left taxi via Kilo. November Alpha Sierra Alpha.
Runway 26 left. Taxi via Kilo November Alpha Sierra Alpha.
Okay.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
That's giving us the green light.
Jet 175 to ground, request IFR clearance to Nice.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
And I'm hoping we don't have any problems now with the steering.
Jet 175, request
You can
taxi
see she
to
takes a little
runway
bit
26
smooth.
left, please.
I'm hoping we can turn this corner. This is going to be the interesting part. A bit unfortunate I've messed up, but hey, we all do. I'm sure most captains have. I know I've done it again because I know I haven't set some things up. So I'll have to do that before. Oh yeah, we're doing the right then.
Gatwick ground, good afternoon. Collingwood 6 Alpha Charlie, requesting pushback and startup.
Collingwood 6 Alpha Charlie, London Gatwick ground pushback and startup approved. Information uniform is current.
We have information to uniform and which direction would you like us to face on pushback? Collingwood 6 Alpha Charlie.
So we're running at around about 69, 70-ish on the FPS. Brilliant. We're going to take probably a left here and go down. You do have to leave your power on a little bit. I do tend to. We are
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, contact tower on 124.23, safe flight.
Right, Janet, do your job, or Sharon,
Switching
or
to
Sarah,
tower
whatever
on
your name is.
124.23. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
We've got to pop and stop here.
London Gatwick Airport Tower. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Morning. Holding short at 26 left. Ready for departure.
And are we going to get anything back? Okay.
Runway 26 left. Cleared for takeoff. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy.
Okay, some things going wrong here, I do believe. I'm just checking through a few things.
Charlie Hotel, welcome to London Gatwick. Contact ground on 121.80.
Let's check this, that's all okay. Traffic, yeah. And E, yeah. General, yeah. Okay, so right, we can take off. Let's just see what happens when we get going. Oh, there's still a few issues I've got going on, which is a shame. Ruins the immersion a bit. if you can get yourself sorted out really quick on this and straighten up nicely, we can gain ourselves a little bit more runway. Let's just hold that there. So it says we're cleared for takeoff. Everything looks good. We're all set to go. Keep us straight if we can.
V1.
Alpha 02 Alpha, contact departure on 121.23.
Okay, baby, you going to take off, or am I going to have to lift you?
On 121.23 STV 002.
And we've gone a bit wide there already. We can put those up. Straighten up a little bit. Have that on. There we go, we're into that. Everything's set on there. We should be going up. That's up.
Switching to departure on 129.025. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
I'll have to wait and see if I can hear this comms, because I'm not sure, convinced I'm not hearing it.
London Gatwick departure, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, morning, climbing past 2000.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Okay.
Heavy London Gatwick departure identified. Climb flight level 060.
Okay, we are on that.
Departure Easy 3855, passing 2000 feet for high level 060.
Climbing flight level 060, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy.
As you can see, we're smooth as bar.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Climb flight level 210.
Climbing flight level 210, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
And you can get rid of that if you don't want it on there. You can zoom that in a bit. We're going to go over Guernsey and Jersey. Just flip that up from here. I'll have a look in there. So if I put that on,
Easy 6230,
that
contact London Gatwick Tower on 124.23.
London Gatwick Tower on 124.23, Easy 6230, thank you, bye bye. Griffin 1 Yankee Zulu, request
so as long as that's
gate 32.
flapping around 70, you're doing well.
Griffin 1 Yankee Zulu, arrival gate assignment is cargo at London Gatwick.
Of course, you've got sun visors in here if you need them. You've obviously got side visors, back visors. So that's that. Well, that's blocking that bit out. She seems okay. You can set hers up if you want to, but she is sitting in the way, so you have to roughly guess where it is. Right, down this way. There we go.
IFR clearance to Madrid Airport. Iberia 07 approved.
Yeah, pick that up, mate.
That clearance. Stand by.
He wants to sort his mic out.
Vehicle fire just fire the rescue to the departure then file.
There we are, about 81 FPS, absolutely fine. It's going to be a really good landing. But he has got a lot of
Virgin
influence.
68 Oscar Papa, climb flight level 220.
Climbing flight level 220, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
We will do when we get out the constraint. And then this is all basically the same. This is a lot better than in the Phoenix. This is a bit more clearer.
Gatwick approach, Alpha X-ray 24, approximately 15 miles.
You can turn those off. You don't need those on. That gets rid of
Holly
that
at
triangular thing. So you,
Cessna X-ray 24 identified. Good
you
morning.
can put terrain on, and you can actually set true north.
060, easy 87 Alpha uniform. Flight level 210, easy 87 Alpha uniform.
Not that one. And you can set you can actually set the max on that. This is all set, ready to go. So we're going to be climbing up to 39,000 very slowly. We can go back down, check everything's pretty much okay down here. Yep. So you got your distance 180 odd miles till we hit top of descent. And you can enjoy the view.
Oscar paper, contact London Control on 127.83.
Contacting London Control on 127.83, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
And then just check you've set your right time, 7:35. So we're half hour early. But
London
we didn't have to pick
Virgin
any
68 Oscar
passengers
Papa, morning, maintaining level 4000.
As you can see all this lovely artwork in
Virgin
here.
68 Oscar Papa, London Control identified.
Bad.
Morning Petworth QNH
Give
1007.
that proper look to it. And even down to all the screw heads.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Little nibbly bits of wear and tear. And of course you can put these down so no one touches your rudders.
Contact Stansted radar on 120.625.
You've got somewhere to put your feet without messing the flight up.
Goodbye. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, climb flight level 230.
Climbing
Let's
flight
try that
level
one.
230, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
And you've got to remember, you've got a big tank. Although you score 16% fuel, you'll actually will make it. But if you in doubt, you can always put a little bit more in, just to be on the safe side. But we would have made it on 16%, I do believe, because it's such a big tank. It's going to travel 7,500 miles. So.
We are now at a safe altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that the lavatories are now available for your convenience. You may also use your approved electronic devices in flight mode.
You can tell I haven't flown for a few days.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
That should get over, will you? Thank you. That's better. So we're up and flying, and there's now 2 hours of flying now. We're going to fly along. We're going to bank left by the looks of it, head out to sea and head towards Guernsey. Bear in mind I've got this set up pretty well in with the clouds being in ultra, and
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, climb flight level 290.
got it pretty much well optimised now.
Climbing flight level 290, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Still a lot of people complaining about the sim, saying they prefer 2020. That's all good and well for them. But I've uninstalled 2020 and just gone with 24. I didn't see the point in keeping hold of 2020. If you're going to commit to 24, then commit. With all the latest improvements, the sim has become far, far better. There is one thing I am going to do. I'm going to do a video, and it's going to be a bit of a fun video. Is hot air balloons. They got hot air balloons in it, and I've got to try one. I haven't done it yet, and that's going to be probably my next video. I'm going to do a hot air balloon flight. That should be hilarious. Never flown a hot air balloon in my life before, so, and I might do it on the HOF, so it'll be like first time I've ever done it. So that one might be worth waiting to see. But at the moment, I'm just really wanting to see how this plane behaves. I mean, it's behaving brilliantly at the moment. It's actually outperforming the Fenix in FPS. Fenix struggles. If I do a recording in the Fenix, it struggles to get above maybe about 60-ish. This has been really good. This would be around about 80 if I wasn't recording. So it's just hitting up to 80. It's because you're going through the clouds and stuff. But it's there. It's smooth. It's doing its thing. So I can hardly complain about it. That's for sure. So this is why I love this plane. Is I'm getting what I want out of it. I just want to see how straight I got that. Yeah, bang on.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, climb flight level 350.
Climbing flight level 350, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
A lovely plane. So the plane was £56, I think. I think I got it a little bit knocked off. I think I paid around about 49. The Inibuilds A340, which looks absolutely astonishing, very ultra modern. That will do Chicago in no time at all. Is a beautiful plane, but there's no point if you can't fly it. So I didn't want to spend that much money. It was at $69.99, I think it is. I don't want to spend that much money on a plane that I can't fly. That's just doesn't make any sense. Whereas this is really, really surprising. Look at that, 86, around about 86 I'm up to now. As you go higher, obviously you get better FPS once you get out of the clouds. And she ain't climbing too bad. And she is a bit, once she's flying and when you want to slow her down, she's a little bit tetchy to get to slow down. Once you slow it down, she'll stay slowed down. So it's, you have to learn a way to fly this plane. And I've done that on probably over about 3 or 4 flights. I've sort of nailed it a bit on the landings, and I prefer the landings in here. They're just so sweet. I've done my best landings in this plane. So I've just paid up the finance on my car, and that's great because now I'm going to be saving up for a new yoke system. This yoke system is the Cytex.
Climb flight level 390.
Cytex yoke. It's done me really well.
390, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
But the info panel, the flight panel, does not work in 24. So I've decided to maybe go for a Turtle Beach Velocity one, which is expensive. It's a step up, and you don't have to worry about outdated drivers and stuff. It's just it sets it all up for you, which is great. But that is where my plan is to go, is to save up and buy that. That'll probably be early next year. They're not cheap, they're about 300 quid. So I was just a casual flight simulator flyer, I wouldn't have bothered. This is working, but I do the flights heavily, so it's worth having it, especially if you've got the same intentions, which is costing you. Navigraph costs you. So, why is that flashing? Why isn't that linked?
Sending altitude 4000, Skyways 1618.
A few dodges, a few bugs going on in this plane, but and the other thing you do, you get a printout. You get this printout down here, which is quite novel, and it's just basically telling me if I get down fast enough. This is just installation data, so it's telling you basically runway 26 left, no mix, contact 20 4R, blah 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 blah, and then you can just take that out of there. That ends up over here. You can read it from there, and then when you don't want it no more, you just get rid of it. You've got your oxygen in here. Obviously this lifts up if you don't want the EFB, but I do. Back cabin door opens. You can see down all the way down here. Not sure how to get up and walk about while I'm in the cockpit. So I've tried several combinations, couldn't get them to work. I will do that on another video. I'll do a walk around in the... I won't pick a flight, I'll just get in and I'll just have a look around it. Thinking about it, I should have done it before I started, but too many issues. Now we're going now across the water. You do get E-tops with this because you've got the four engines, which are 4 A320 engines strapped to this big bird. And I'm looking forward to doing a big 6-hour flight to probably Logan from Gatwick. Now we've got a bit of a flight. We've been running about 52 minutes. I'm going to do about another 8-minute flight, then I'll pause it until we get to close to touchdown. And we'll see how the landing goes. It's nice having these 4 engines here. The other thing with this Velocity, I get 4 stems like this, so that'll be even better. It's nice to actually move around and not have all that jerking that's going on. It's free, I've got no loss of scale in there. Hello dear. She seems quite happy. All the videos I've seen, they've not had a pilot in with them, but I do like that. And I've just clicked something, yeah, I thought I had. Once again, you have to be really careful because you click on things start turning on. We're not even at our flight departure time yet. We're getting up to about 30,000, so she's climbed pretty well. If you don't want that on, you can just turn it off. You can turn these off. I like to keep true north on. We've got another 10,000 feet to climb. We can open it up a little bit now. Now we're flying. You can go up to 320, I do believe. And you can see that you've got some weather over here. You can leave it on this side if you want to. Someone just clicked around. I'm up to 84, 81. On our way to sunny Spain, if it's sunny. We're up to 89 FPS there, 87, 89, so we should crack over 90. The only disappointing thing I've had so far is I can't fly the 737 MAX in service update 4 Beta.
Speedbird 45, Papa, London Control, identified. Hello there.
You have to be in a
Speedbird 45, Papa, requesting
setup one, that just glitched out.
27 into Heathrow.
Yeah, you have to be in a proper...
Contact Heathrow radar on 125.625.
Boom your head in. Gets in right away when you're talking. Yeah, so iFly doesn't work in the Beta. So if you've got the iFly and you're trying hard to make it work, it won't work. It only flies in stable conditions. Whereas this doesn't. This has been pretty good. The Phoenix has been pretty good. Still love the Phoenix. Still a good plane. Able to fly it now without too much hassle. But this is giving me what, 88 FPS. I'm not going to moan. It's better than what I was. I was down at 40 at one stage in service update 3. That for me was not a good update. And then you worry about service update 5, whether it sends you back again. Backwards, because you don't want to go backward. There is an official Microsoft 2024 site on Facebook, but I've had a poke in there. Some people are nice, but there's a lot of nasty people in there. I wouldn't do it, mate. I wouldn't want to ask a question there, that's for sure. Not when I've seen some of the responses to... Well, yeah, okay, they may be, to them people, silly questions. They've been at it a while. Some of these people have never flown before. They're asking simple questions. There's some that you do sort of have a smile on your face, but you never go back and rip the person apart because they don't understand.
Oscar Papa, contact rest control on 129.505.
Something as simple as like the VAR here. When you flick these on, you get a marker on here with an arrow. And someone was asking about it, and he was basically told to go and read the manual. He's asking a question. He just wants a brief answer.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Good morning. Climbing to flight level 340.
But he was being ridiculed,
aiming for flight level
basically
390.
called stupid. I thought, yeah, that's a little bit unfair, to be honest. All these people had to start the same way.
68 Oscar Papa, breast control identified. Good morning.
Don't like to see it.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, breast control. I need you at flight level 390, sir.
Breast control, Air Knot 106 is at flight level 254, climbing flight level 330.
Air Knot 106, breast control, identified. Hello there. Down from 361, contact breast control on 124.675.
Breast control on 124.675, do you have 361, bye bye.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo, please expedite your descent to flight level 360.
Vision for Romeo Kilo, negative. We are maintaining flight level 370.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo, roger. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, which is what we have been doing for the past 2 hours. Vision for Romeo Kilo.
Speedbird 012, contact breast control on 124.675.
Breast control on 124.675, thank you, Speedbird 0012. Breast control, good morning, Chamex 1203, maintaining flight level 370.
Okay, I'm going to pause the flight here and we'll come back.
Good morning.
Once I'm closer to landing.
Descend flight level 330 at our discretion. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Okay, we're now descending. We're starting our descent. into Seville. Hopefully we're on track with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Barajas. Please return to your seats, stow your tables and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation.
We've got to shed a lot of height in a short period of time. What we got? 187 miles. Yeah, so we've got a lot to shed fast. So we'll see what happens. I've set us down to 5,000 at the moment, and then we'll drop to 3,000 as we get closer. A bit cloudy, but the sun is out up here. This should dive down at some stage.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, descend flight level 150.
Descending flight level 150, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
We've got to descend pretty damn fast, then. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if this can make it down in time. We are increasing in our drop, I think. Get me pause off that because that's a pain. Obviously you have your tray that comes out. Same as in the Phoenix. We may overshoot, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see how we do. As you can see, this is not as stuttery as the Phoenix, this is quite smooth. So what we got? Ratus, we should be at 3.8, so we're actually ahead of ourselves here, so we've got to go down to 3.6. They're saying we've got to be at 1.5 at this stage. It's not very far away, to be quite honest. It's showing 1.5 here, so I'm expecting this to really boot down. It'll be damn interesting, this.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, descend flight level 120.
These always tell you go down earlier than they should be doing.
Descending flight level 120, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
It will probably ask us to drift off somewhere else, but I'm going to probably stick with the planned route this time. Sure, that is coming down.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, descend, flight level 070.
Descending flight level 070, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
You've got to work this out. We'll come up to non-2. That says we should be 372, so according to this we're lower than what we should be. In Orbis we should be at 32. That's saying 150. Let's obviously pick up what the ATC is asking us to do. So we'll trust this. He says, non-2 is what, 13.12 miles away, so we'll see what happens. Orbis shortly after it, so we should see this drop like crazy, I would have thought. It seemed very casual coming down. That's weird, that far away. I'm 15,000 feet off this target, so always the squeaky bum timers. We should be down by then. 15. I was going to have to drop a heck of a bit, isn't it? To get down to that empty 435, we should be at 24. There, wow. $14 at deck. We'll be at 14,000 feet by then. Okay. Have faith. I just want to find out. 1016 will be the QNH. I've got the sun gone. Must be there somewhere. Must be behind this pillar. I really expected us to have dropped a bit more by now. Hold them in nerve, that's what I'm doing. Right, the green spec's back, so that now should. But we just okay, now we're cutting in. That stays there, then we're bang on. So the throttles have dropped. And we are really losing altitude now. Notice this doesn't work in Phoenix, it works in this one. And we are really shedding the height now, which is I was hoping for. We're down to 120 there. That's holding, we're okay. As long as we don't get another plane within our vicinity, we'll be fine. I have that on occasions when you get another planes and you're having to change your altitude, and then it really throws it out. Let's see if it's stutter free when we come down. as well. That'd be interesting to see. We'll be around about 80 still. Dropping to 64, so it's a big drop there. Feeling a bit better now we're down below 20. When we get below 10 I'll be even happier. We've gone to the green marker, we're okay. miles, a little while yet. But those mileage does creep off when you're this close. There. Dropping off nicely, so I think we said about 14 down here. Yeah, 14 here. And we're going to drop down Urif there. We've got to be at 9.5. 5x6, yeah.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, contact Madrid approach on 118.4.
Contacting Madrid approach on 118.4. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Madrid approach, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, morning, descending from flight level 160 to 7,000.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy Madrid approach identified. Holo cleared FAFEC transition. Expect the ILS Whiskey runway 32 right approach into Barajas.
Climb to flight level 210, Iberia 721.
Cleared FAFEC transition. Expect ILS Whiskey runway 32 right approach into Barajas. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy.
So this QNH needs to be set 1016. Ooh, I have to bang on it now. Well, that will bring us about right once she settles. We come up to a deceleration point.
So let's head in 015. Vector radar for runway, ILS runway 32 right, Speedbird 456. Then let's head in 015, clearance for ILS approach runway,
heading down to 7.
32 right, Speedbird 456.
Speedbird 456, contact Barajas Tower on 118.08.
118.08, Speedbird 456.
Beta 411, climb flight level 270.
Yeah, we're tripping off. You can help that. Okay, right, now we're there, we can add that on. You can hear that really cutting the brakes.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy, direct Yeho. Descend altitude 5000, cleared for the ILS runway 32 right approach. FAFEC transition.
Direct Yeho, descending to altitude 5000. Cleared ILS, runway 32 right approach. FAFEC transition. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Understood, Captain. I will check with the crew to ensure everyone is seated and has their seatbelts fastened.
You make sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our final approach into beautiful Madrid, please ensure that all electronic devices are turned off and stowed away.
And we'll have another deceleration point here.
Kindly return your tray tables to their upright position and make sure your seats are also in the full upright position.
Now it's all on the landing now.
Our assigned gate is Terminal 1, Gate 72. Thank you for your cooperation.
We're going to be heading through those clouds in a minute, I think. They look heavy, look big. It's going to go dark. I think we'll soon be locking on. Right, we can deal with it, speed error. This should start moving soon. We'll take over the speed, I think. Also go down to 220.
Barajas Airport, good evening. Easy 6710, IBE 6710, request IFR to...
We should start dropping down soon.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Clear to Heathrow via the Sierra Indigo Echo 16 with departure runway 36 left. Initial climb to 5000. Departure on 118.4 and squawk is 2344, IBE 6710.
And what we want to do is a last minute check. Let's just check 5. the 2000, so we're going to be pretty much on target. I'll set that to 2. There we are, coming through the base of the cloud. So we should be okay. There's a plane over there. Hopefully it's not going to get in too much in our way.
Iberia 18, request clearance flight IFR.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, contact Barajas Tower on 118.08.
Contacting Barajas Tower on 118.08. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Barajas Tower, Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Morning. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 32 right.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Heavy, Barajas Tower. Roger, continue approach runway 32 right. Iberia 27, contact departure on 118.4.
Okay, let's get the
118.4, Iberia 27.
slow us right down, and we should be now on the ILS. Let's bring that right down to around about 170. Let's go 160 just to be safe. Oh, we've just nipped below that. I don't know why. Come on, I need to catch that.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy, Barajas Tower, winds 190 at 3.
Okay,
runway 32 right, clear to land. Caution bird activity.
Oh, alright, we've got bird activity.
LL 396, contact departure on 118.4.
Okay, it's all now down
runway
to
32 right, cleared to land. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa Heavy.
We're going to come in up about 150. We do 60. Expecting to be a little bit launch here because we're recording. Down, it's down to about 60, down to 50. Alright, runway up ahead. See the lights now. 1,000. Give me a QNH.
Air Portugal 1022, welcome to Barajas. Contact ground on 121.98.
Contact ground on 121.98, Air Portugal 1022.
Not bad on the glitching though, not bad at all. A lot better than it normally is. There we go.
50, 40, 30, 20.
The wind as we came down there.
Retard.
He's dabbing the brakes. We're going to come off of here. That's it.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Welcome to Barajas. Contact ground on 121.908.
Switching to ground on 121.908. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
Lovely, so I can get rid of that. We might have come off the wrong side, I'm not sure yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madrid. We hope you enjoyed your flight
Barajas
with us
ground,
today.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa. Cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate. Good morning.
Serving delicious meals since 1680. Also, the city boasts the famous Prado Museum, which houses works by Spanish masters like Velázquez and Goya. Thank you for flying with
Progressive taxi, please.
until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Shady Mike 1, First Officer Janet,
We've got
and the
plenty of
entire
birds around here.
we wish you a pleasant stay in this beautiful city.
Virgin 68 Oscar Papa, turning on taxi path for you. Taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 72 via Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha 4, Kilo Charlie, Mike 27, Alpha Mike 3, Alpha, Golf 1, Gate 1, India. Good day.
Taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 72 via Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha 4, Kilo Charlie, Mike 27, Alpha Mike 3, Alpha, Golf 1, Gate 1, India. Virgin 68 Oscar Papa.
And it's normally quite a long way to get there. It's been 33 minutes on this second half, so we'll push it to the gate. I'm not expecting the gate to work properly. I did download a GSX profile for this, but I think it worked. I have to look at the other one. We are at 49.52, so that's pretty poor, but that would be in the 60s if I wasn't recording. It's a pretty substantial airport, this one. Goes down a little bit more, there we go.
Iberia 71 requesting push and start gate 529.
Iberia 721, push and start approved, face north.
Got the planes going in the right direction, I think.
Requesting taxi lights, Iberia 721. I'm not seeing the taxi lights. Requesting progressive taxi instructions, Iberia 721.
Ryanair flights come straight out on us. we're quite a big craft, as you saw there. We sort of like it was underneath us.
El 396, ready to taxi.
El 396, push and start approved. Face north.
Ground, El 396, ready to taxi.
A lot of planes land or sitting around on the gates by the looks of it. Am I turning here or am I going straight up by the looks of it? What I can do is do that. See what it does when it goes outside. Gives you some idea of size. We're near enough right on the marker for the lane or the line. Lord only knows where it's taking us.
Ryanair 73 request IFR clearance to Palermo.
Taking us down the bottom. Alright, we're going to go left here.
Ryanair 73 requesting clearance, IFR clearance to Palermo.
Low down a fraction, it's sort of really clamped on there. Takes a bit to swing this plane around, being so big. Down to 46 FPS, pretty poor.
Ground Barajas, good morning, Iberia 3002 request pushback south.
Iberia 3002, pushback and start approved. Face east.
Pushback and start approved, faces Iberia 3002.
So it takes a little while to get to where you need to get to. It's a big airport. Could be guessing wrong, but maybe over there somewhere.
Barajas ground, good morning, Iberia 531 requesting taxi. Correction, requesting push and start. We are at gate 340.
Iberia 531, push and start approved. Face south.
Push and start approved, facing south. Iberia 531, thank you.
Oh, we got down nice and safe. He's obviously going to turn this way. Yeah, I thought he might. We seem to be working against the flow. per usual.
Barajas ground. Iberia 531 on stand 340 is ready to push and start.
It's got that real flow movement there.
Iberia 531, Barajas ground. Push and start approved. Face south.
Push and start approved, facing south. Iberia 531, thank you.
Well, where are we going? I think it'd be a journey, but not quite this far. I think my passengers will be looking forward to getting off.
Iberia 1212. Contact tower on 118.08.
Contact tower on 118.08, Iberia 1212.
Alpine 6 November Alpha, request FR clearance to Lisbon.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Too far that way now. Sometimes you just want to dick that down so you can see it. Yeah, I thought we were going to turn here somewhere. Grabby on the old brakes though. They do have rain features on here, but I've yet to travel in rain. Been loads of it, but every time I fly, there never seems to be any.
36 left. Exit to runway 36 left. Yeah. Echo Alpha 5, gate 12, November 4. Bravo November 1, Zulu 3, Condor 246.
Was it 72?
I said runway 36 left.
We are going right to
Condor
the
246.
very heart of this airport by the looks of it. Right to Terminal 1. There we go. Now, is GSX going to be kind, or is it going to be not so kind? I have a feeling. Oh no. Working this time. working quite correctly. This is where the bugs are. So, doors open, so that's all okay. We need to now, what we can do is not worry about GSX for a moment. Let's get those on and get these engines shut down. And get these lights off. Oh. And then we can quite happily flip these off. As soon as that one goes off, I would have thought.
Barajas ground, airport Dugal 2251, gate Tango 16, requesting push and start.
Air Portugal 2251, push and start approved.
Right, let's find out if GSX is going to work.
Portugal 2251.
If not, we'll have to come on GSX. Right, okay, let's take you off of there and go back into here. We're here, we're at this gate. GSX is arguing. Right. Nothing unusual.
Ground, I verify 39er on stand 340, ready to push and start.
So basically we've got no one on here anyway, so
Barajas
it
ground,
doesn't
push
really
and
matter.
start approved. Face south.
Alright, okay, let's just turn them
Push
off.
and start approved, facing south, thank you.
Okay, we've turned off ATC, so we shouldn't get too much bother. So that is it, we've closed down now. It has attached, but it's go away. Not liking the fact well we are where we are. Let's go there. Let's try that. I was too far forward. I'd missed my spot. Oh, we've got that, we don't need that on anymore. So we should now have GSX. Let's just put it back on there. Right, that's better. We're going to request deboarding. Don't look like it's reaching.
The boarding requested.
There you go, Air Europa, whatever. And then we should, that's not joined up. We can have a look. It's not joined. I didn't think it was. We got the what it has done is put an emergency slide out. Okay, still quite a few issues with this damn thing then. Resources are low. No, not low. Ground equipment. Why are one of those? That's still out. Not sure why. while that's out we can't do anything. Never mind. So I'm not sure how to get those in. Let's close that door. Let's close that door. Let's close that door. I'm going to toggle that again. Right, well, that is basically the A340. You can see it's still got a few issues, but I'm going to actually I'll pause there, end that flight. It's still got a few issues, a few bugs. It is pretty new, it's only been out a couple of months, so there is a new patch coming, but I haven't seen it so far. I keep saying about it, but I haven't seen it. You'd think Marketplace it'd be in the Marketplace, but it's not there at the moment. So, alright, so hope you enjoyed that. The A340, well worth getting. When they improve it, it'll be a lot better. So it's not bad as it is, but it needs improving. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a bit of a longer flight than I was anticipating, but there you go. That's the way it rolls, especially in this flight simulator. You've got to invest a lot of time. So have a great weekend when it gets here, and I may do a train sim next. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.
Hello, if you like what you've seen, why don't you just hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel. Thanks for watching and for your support.